Update on Cyclone Nanauk, which is currently located in the Arabian Sea, not too far from the coast of Oman, with winds of 65 miles per hour and a pressure of 982 millibars. Its position's 18.2 degrees north, 63.6 degrees east as of 2 p.m. on June the 12th. The storm is expected to move towards the northwest as a tropical storm and will probably begin to weaken now, but there is a small window of intensification before it does that, and it will likely stall off the coast of Oman as a weakening system and eventually dissipate due to the poor conditions for development along the coast of Oman there, and indeed land interaction as well. So in around 3 to 4 days time it looks like we'll see the end of Cyclone Nanauk, but obviously that means with it stalling off the coast of Oman we could see some heavy rains and some gusty winds possible as well, beyond 40 miles per hour. So sea surface temperatures where the storm is located around 30 to 31 degrees Celsius, and as it moves towards land it will decrease a little bit to around 28 or 29, but still no real concern for development with that as far as sea surface temperatures are concerned. It will be other factors that will take this storm out in the end. So let's take a look at the current shear map. You can see the storm indicated by the storm icon on the threshold of high shear amounts at the moment, which means that it will begin to tear the storm apart, and indeed shear is rising ahead of it as well. So it seems to be no way out for Nanauk in that instance, but obviously that means that it will weaken the storm very soon if it hasn't started to already. We'll obviously see whether it weakens at the next update. It's been at 65 miles per hour for a long time and hasn't intensified any. There's the storm on satellite imagery. You can see most of the cloud cover associated with the storm, and water vapor is displaced towards its southwest. So the coast of Oman just about seeing cloud come over now from the outer bands of the storm, but the main core of the storm is still well offshore in between the Arabian Peninsula and India. Here's the latest satellite imagery with the track forecast on there as well. The storm's expected to move towards the northwest and slow down in speed. You can't really tell too much from here, obviously no sign of an eye or anything like that, but the central core of the storm there is displaced towards the south and southwest. So that's possibly good news for the coast of Oman, meaning that the storm would have to make landfall to see the worst of the storm. It's not towards the northwest where we'll see it happening. We'll see bad weather occurring before the centre of the storm moves over land. It's towards the south instead, and that will probably remain the case in the next few days as it begins to weaken. So let's take a look at the current world map right now. As of June the 12th, Hurricane Christina has intensified into a Category 4 storm. News on that in the next video. Tropical Storm Nanauk, of course, which is the main focus of this video, moving towards the Arabian Peninsula, and Invest 95W and what's left of Mitag moving past Japan in the West Pacific. 30 tropical storms have formed so far this year, 2014, 12 of which have become Category 1 hurricane equivalent storms, 74 miles per hour or higher, and 7 of those have become Category 3 storms or higher, 115 miles per hour and above. Christina becoming the 7th to do that. Nanauk doesn't appear to be becoming a hurricane equivalent storm, but you never know, it could be number 13. You can visit Force 13 on any of its outlets. The website is the main place to be for updates, force13.com, and you can visit any of the video pages, YouTube and Dailymotion, with all the latest updates, and the social pages, Facebook and Twitter. Search Force 13 at Force 13 on Twitter. If you'd like to get in touch on any of those, do feel free. And for Tropical Weather Chat personally, you can do so by adding Fool13 on Skype. The next update on this storm will follow either this evening in the Tropical Weather Bulletin if it goes ahead, or tomorrow, June the 13th.